Hi English learners, welcome back to class. As you know, I am Laura from laurasenglishclass.com, and today we have another tricky words to say in English lesson for you. Today this is more for speakers of Chinese or Japanese or anybody who struggles with the zh sound in English. So for example, our word for today is usually, but we're going to talk about this zh sound the most. So if you struggle with that particular sound, this is also for you, and let's get started. So our target is the word usually. Usually. The zh part of this is the part that trips up a lot of people. Trips up means is a little bit tricky for, or makes people make mistakes. It trips up a lot of people. So zh, how do we make that sound? Well, let's start out with an easy one that you all know, which is sh, the sh sound. Shh, you're too noisy in the library. Shh. Now let's try a different thing. Let's try humming for a minute. You can feel that when you're humming, there's this vibration happening right here. That's your voice. So we're going to combine the two. We're going to make the shh, and we're going to turn on our voice. Shh. If you feel your throat while you're doing that, it should be vibrating. Shh. Good. Got it? Pretty simple. That's our target sound. So let's take a look at where this sound is happening. So very often you're going to hear this sound in words that end in S-I-O-N. So that's going to be a zhun sound. It's going zh, zhn, zhn. For Japanese speakers, these words might be a little bit challenging because you have a tendency to add a o sound in there. So it's zhon or something similar to that. I'm not a Japanese speaker, but I hear that from my Japanese students. So what you really need to imagine with the S-I-O-N is that there's no vowel in between. It's just going zh, zhn, zhn. So for example, words like occasion, occasion, or you have immersion, immersion, or vision, vision, or explosion, explosion, or persuasion, persuasion. Great. All right, the next place where you're going to see this is in words that have S-U-R-E at the end. So, for example, it will happen in words like pleasure, pleasure. This one can be a little challenging, especially for Japanese speakers, because of the So make sure you're going zhur, zhur, bringing it nice and back to that sound. Pleasure. Good. Or measure, measure. Or leisure, leisure. Or closure, closure. Good. All right. So those are two places you can find it, but you can also find it in words that end in S-I-A. So, for example, my Chinese speakers, my Japanese speakers, very often when you're traveling, people might say, oh, where are you from? And then you're going to have to say, I'm from Asia. Zh, zh, zh. It's that same sound. Asia. Likewise, Asian. Asian. That's going back to the zhn sound. Asian. Or you can have it in words like amnesia, amnesia, fantasia, fantasia, or magnesia, magnesia. Those last three are less common. Hopefully, amnesia never is a word you have to use in your life because that means that you forget everything because of a head injury, for example. So, the next place that you'll see this zh sound is with a G-E spelling. So in the beginning of a word, you might see it in a word like genre. Or in the middle of a word, you can see it in regime. Or more commonly, it's going to be at the end of words like beige. Or what else do we have on my list here? Garage. Or rouge. Or massage. Or sabotage. And in that case, it's getting really gentle with massage. That zh is very quick that your voice is on. It's almost a sh sound, but it does have your voice. Massage, sabotage. Great. You can also see this word with an X spelling sometimes, like in luxury. Luxury. All right, now we're going to get to the word I actually want to focus on because I usually hear students who have issues with the j sound saying this particular word wrong, which is usually. Usually. So you can say this word in two different ways. You can say usually, usually, 4 syllables. Or you can say it like most native speakers will, which is a little bit more reduced, a little bit faster. Maybe it sounds a little bit lazier. We're using the schwa, and we're going to say usually. Usually. So it's zh, zh, usually. So starting out with the zh, dropping to a schwa, zh, zh. Now add u in front. Usually. Then add li. Usually. So the u is getting the stress, it's the longest sound, and the rest is really quick. Usually. Great. All right, so that's not so hard, right? Let's put it into some sentences, and I'd like you to repeat after me. Here we go. I don't usually buy luxury brands. Uh-oh. Excuse me, that's not COVID, I swear. I don't usually buy luxury brands. Great, our second sentence is, their uniforms are usually beige. Their uniforms are usually beige. Good. All right. Last one. It's usually a pleasure to eat Asian food. It's usually a pleasure to eat Asian food. It's definitely a pleasure to eat Taiwanese food, that's for sure. It's usually a pleasure to eat Asian food. Awesome. All right, that's it for today. We really want to work out that zh sound. All right, so if you have trouble with that particular sound or other sounds in English and you have any questions about it, please let me know. You can let me know in the comments below or come on over to my website, laurasenglishclass.com, and drop me a line there. Drop me a line means, of course, to reach out to me or to write me a message. Great. Otherwise, that's it for today. If you found the video helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, tell a friend, and I will see you online very soon. Bye-bye.